Westwood One Radio Network. Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon has made it official. Kyler Murray will play for the first time all season Sunday when the Cardinals take on the Falcons. It'll be his first game under Gannon, to which Murray says, "I think we see things the same way. He understands and loves the game." Gannon also saying running back James Conner is trending in the right direction to play Sunday. Good news for the Cardinals' Week 10 opponent. Atlanta wide receiver Drake London has no injury designation and is set to play after missing last week's game with a groin injury. In Cincinnati, Jamar Chase is questionable to play with a back injury, but he did log back-to-back days of practice Thursday and Friday. Chase saying, quote, "In my head, I said I'm playing until further notice." Unfortunately for the Bengals, head coach Zach Taylor says T. Higgins has been ruled out with a hamstring injury he suffered in practice on Wednesday. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
A lot of schools talk about training the cybersecurity workforce of the future, but do they really deliver? My Computer Career has been supplying the IT workforce with thousands of skilled, certified pros for 15 years. Train with the experts in support, networking, or cybersecurity and start your career in months, not years. Upskill even faster. On campus or live online. Qualified students may get financial aid, including the GI Bill. My Computer Career. Accredited, acclaimed, effective. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu.
What's holding you back from learning the language you've always wanted to know?
Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's lessons take just 15 minutes a day.
15 minutes isn't long.
Nope. And they're fun. So you don't realize you're learning a language, but you are. In 3 weeks, you're able to start having conversations. And Babbel's lessons are built around real life.
And with Babbel, it isn't hard.
It's perfect.
Now try Babbel free. Just go to Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IVC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
Only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work.
Maybe it's because employers don't know what kind of jobs they can do. Like, what about a programmer?
That's a job for someone with autism.
How about a healthcare worker?
Yep, that is too. People with autism can do a lot of different jobs, but often get overlooked due to outdated stigmas. Introducing WIN by Autism Speaks. We help businesses lead the way in inclusive hiring.
What about a ranch hand?
To learn more, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
And it is 7:31 on this Saturday morning, Veterans Day. Today is the real Veterans Day. We've got a bunch of birthdays, a whole bunch of birthdays. November 11th birthdays. Country singer Narvel Feltz. Now, I never heard of him either, but I love that name. Narvel, never heard of that. He's 85 today. Guitarist Vince Martell of Vanilla Fudge, he is 78. Keyboardist Jim Petterick of the Ides of March, and he was also with Survivor. The Eye of the Tiger guys? I didn't know that. He's 73. Singer, keyboardist Paul Cowsill, he is obviously from the Cowsills. It's 72. Singer Marshall Crenshaw is 70 years old today. Guitarist Andy Partridge. No, he's not with the Partridge Family. That was a TV group. He was with XTC. Okay. He's 70 years old today. Dave Alvin is 68. Synthesizer player Ian Gregg Marsh. He was with the Human League, and then he went to Heaven 17. And I don't know what they did. He's 67 today. Actor Stanley Tucci, the most famous actor that nobody ever heard of. Stanley Tucci, you would recognize him if you saw him. He's in everything. He's 63. Demi Moore is 60 years old today. Callista Flockhart is a brother. She was in Brothers and Sisters, also Ally McBeal, and she's married to Harrison Ford. She is 59 today. Frank John Hughes of 24 is 56. TV personality Carson Kressley. He's a TV personality with Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. He's 54 today. David DeLuise. Dom DeLuise's son. He was in the Wizards of Waverly Place. He was the dad. He's 52. Leonardo DiCaprio is 49 today. Actor Scoot McNairy, he was in Argo, a great movie. He is 46. Musician John Batiste is 37. Actor Krista B. Allen, would be an actress. She was in Revenge. She's 32. And actor Ty Sheridan, he was in X-Men movies, all of them. He's 27 today. The local people, they're coming up next.
If you're traveling for pleasure or business, don't forget you can take us along. Log on our website, kxoradio.com. News, weather, information you can use. kxoradio.com.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Ariana Segura, Cassidy Dermody, Debbie Knights, Rita Zavala, Martin Chavez, Vivian Burola, Lisa Gamboa, Miguel Corona, Tina Williams, Christian Rivera, Deepa Patel, Hillary Johnson, Rick Breland, Cuco Gonzalez, Juan Silva, Jennifer Hunter, Brittany Ortega, Domingo Enriquez, and Kelly McMullen. The wedding anniversary today. Mitch and Susan Curtis celebrating their wedding anniversary. Happy birthday to all the birthday people. Happy anniversary to Mitch and Susan Curtis.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
And it is now time for the World in California News headlines, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Israel's attacks on Hamas in Gaza are intensifying around hospitals. A surgeon told the BBC the situation is dire.
We are in the main building of the hospital. We cannot get outside of the building because there is a shooting everywhere.
There's a federal investigation into campaign fundraising in New York City. Anyone with ties to two specific companies are being scrutinized, including Mayor Adams. WCBS's Dick Brennan.
It was determined that this person acted improperly and could have been trying to mount a cover-up, the sources said. We're told this person is not in the mayor's immediate circle. An FBI spokesperson declined to comment.
Michigan football coach Jim Harbaugh won't be on the sidelines for the rest of the season, punished for signal stealing. CBS Detroit's Ronnie Duncan.
The University of Michigan says that the discipline by the Big Ten commissioner ignores their right to due process as it comes before the end of the investigation.
CBS News Brief. I'm Stacey Lynn.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Get the umbrella ready. A large storm is heading for Northern California. Katrina Han with the National Weather Service in Sacramento says it's the first atmospheric river system of the season.
A trophy pattern, bringing in cooler temperatures, gusty winds, and widespread precipitation to interior Northern California.
The heaviest rains expected Tuesday and Wednesday, with storm totals up to 1.5 inches. A Jewish community in Northern California is sounding the alarm over an educators' union resolution in support of Palestine. This parent says the resolution makes her and her kids feel unsafe and unwelcome in Oakland school communities.
Do you want us here? Do we not matter? Does my child not matter?
A public charter school located in a Jewish synagogue in the San Fernando Valley has kicked out 2 teachers who shared a lesson on the genocide in Palestine with first graders. It happened at the Citizens of the World Charter School. Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
The Man from Jalisco.
RJLB Pictures presents The Man from Jalisco, Part 6 and 7, showing this Saturday at 11 a.m. on Channel 13, and always showing on YouTube. Don't miss this riveting tale about a journalist acting as a ghostwriter in the Imperial Valley who exposes a drug cartel's plot to steal farmers' water. DVR it so you can go to the Brawley Cattle Call Parade. There you might get to see some of the characters on The Man from Jalisco float. Have a happy cattle call, everybody, and enjoy the rodeo. Special thanks to Agricultural Pump Supply and all our fine sponsors.
The Man from Jalisco.
And we are now ready for page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at Imperial Valley Mall. What is going on today? Well, today is Veterans Day. Veterans Day is officially today. It was observed by some yesterday, however. County of Imperial departments were closed yesterday, as were the Imperial Irrigation District business offices. Not all businesses, however, observed Veterans Day on Friday. Bank of America and Wells Fargo banks remained open Friday, but are closed today. The 11th annual Veterans Day walk was held Friday morning. Participants walked 8 miles from the City Park in Westmoreland to the Elks Lodge in Brawley. The City of El Centro Veterans Day ceremony is today. Veterans Day, of course, scheduled for 11 a.m. this morning. It'll be held at Buckland Park on the South 8th Street in El Centro. And also the 2023 Cattle Call wraps up this weekend. 3 rodeo performances held. The first one was last night. The annual Western Parade is also a major event in the final weekend. The first rodeo performance at Cattle Call Arena again last night. It was a sellout, according to sources. The Saturday today started early this morning with the annual Chuck Wagon Breakfast at South Plaza Park. Traditional Cattle Call Parade begins at 9 o'clock this morning. Parade goes down Main Street in Brawley, traveling west to east. The second rodeo performance will be this evening at 7 p.m. Tomorrow, Sunday, Family Day at the Cattle Call Arena. It will feature free pony rides, face painting, and a new event, breakaway roping, along with the final rodeo performance starting at 1 p.m. And following that event, the rodeo performance, mariachi music featuring Mariachi Acero del Valle will be playing, and that will wrap up Cattle Call 2023, 67th edition. We'll have more in just a minute.
Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
And Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District has a new chief executive officer. The Brawley Healthcare District has named Christopher R. Bjornberg as their new CEO. Bjornberg comes to the Imperial Valley from Fall River Mills, California. His expertise includes working with healthcare districts, surgical facilities, outpatient rehabilitation, management, and analytics. As Pioneer's new CEO, Bjornberg will be leading the district through a transition as provisions of the recently passed Assembly Bill 918 pushes the valley to one county-wide healthcare district. Bjornberg is expected to focus on continuing progress made over the last year, stabilizing finances, improving employee satisfaction and retention, process and procedures improvements, elevating quality and patient satisfaction. CBP expanding the Sentry Lane hours, but it's only temporary. U.S. Customs and Border Protection made the announcement Thursday. They said they will be temporarily expanding the hours of operation for the Sentry Trusted Traveler Program vehicle lanes at the Kxo West Port of Entry. Beginning this coming Monday, CBP will conduct a 2-month pilot program expanding the port's hours of operation to 24 hours per day, 7 days a week. Currently, the normal Sentry operating hours are from 4 a.m. to 12 a.m. on Monday through Friday and 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. Wait times will continue to be posted on CBP's Border Wait Times website. That's it. That's page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
Kxo AM1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it's page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and a happy hour, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day. Loans for distressed hospitals. The State Treasurer Fiona Ma made the announcement this week. She announced that 3 California hospitals have received $64.3 million in loan funds. The states from the state's $300 million distressed hospital loan program. The facilities include Watson Community Hospital in Santa Cruz County. They received $8.3 million. Pioneers Memorial Healthcare Hospital in Brawley received $28 million. El Centro Regional Medical Center in El Centro received $28 million as well. The DHLP provides zero-interest loans to financially distressed nonprofit and public hospitals with the goal of helping them stay open and achieving long-term financial stability. The loans carry a 72-month term with an initial 18-month payment deferment period. And a residential fire in Kxo. Fire was reported Thursday, a 2-alarm fire. It was reported at a residence in the 200 block of Daniel Street. The fire was near the Kennedy Gardens Elementary School. School was not evacuated. There were 3 people in the home at the fire. At the time of the fire, all 3 were able to get out without injury. Sources say it is believed the fire started in the laundry room. The official cause, however, remains under investigation. No injuries were reported. Damage estimate has not been made available. And the GSA and ICTC will hold a ribbon-cutting ceremony. It will be held on Wednesday, November 15th. General Services Administration and the Imperial County Transportation Commission will co-host the ceremony. Okay, the ceremony will mark the completion and opening of the port's newly constructed bridge infrastructure that traverses the All-American Canal. We'll take a look at your weather in just a minute.
At Burgers and Beer, we appreciate our United States veterans with all of our hearts. Your dedication and service to our great nation is deeply appreciated. After all, we owe you our freedom. To thank our veterans, we'd like to buy your meal this Veterans Day, Saturday, November 11th at Burgers and Beer. Bring your military ID and your meal is on us. We feel like it's the least we can do for what you've done for us. You have our deepest gratitude for your sacrifice to our country. Thank all of you veterans from the Burgers and Beer family.
Offer excludes alcohol.
The high temperature yesterday, 78 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 44. National Weather Service says dry and tranquil weather will prevail across the region into the first half of next week, with breezy conditions at times through Monday. A warming trend to temperatures above normal is expected the first half of next week as high pressure builds over the region. Unsettled weather conditions are then expected or anticipated in the region of the latter half of next week. Weather forecast for this Veterans Day Saturday. Sunny skies today, highs right near 79. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight, overnight lows around 52. West and northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies, highs right near 81. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Monday, mostly sunny skies, highs right near 81. East and northeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 48 degrees, 30% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality still moderate in Nyland, still good for the rest of the region. You've been listening to Local News Page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And we are now ready for well, we've got your sports. Sports is brought to you. Well, we'll get to the sports in just a minute.
Tuning into the baseball game, monitoring the incoming storm, catching your favorite talk show. These are just a few of the reasons more than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio each month. And did you know AM radio is the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times? It's reliable, free, and public safety depends on it. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Okay, now it's time for your sports. Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Starting off this morning with high school football, La Jolla defeated Central yesterday 28-22. Fallbrook got by Imperial 27-21. Holtville defeated Maranatha Christian 48-0. Vincent Memorial defeated Hoover 47-21. So we have two teams remaining in the playoffs, CIF playoffs. Two more have been eliminated. Calexico High School flag football team has advanced to the semifinals. Bulldogs defeated the San Dieguito Academy girls on Thursday night by a score of 27-18. This means the number 4 seed Calexico team will take on Bonita Vista on Tuesday, November 14th in San Diego. The winner will play in the Division I championship. We'll have more sports in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And the NFL broadcast schedule for this weekend on KXO. The Jets will be playing the Raiders in Las Vegas. That game will be heard on FM 107.5. That's Sunday night football. A Monday night game will be broadcast on KXO AM 1230. The Broncos at the Bills. And in the NBA, it was the 76ers over the Pistons, 114-106. Hornets got by the Wizards, 124-117. Celtics defeated the Nets, 121-107. Rockets got by the Pelicans, 104-101. Jazz beat the Grizzlies, 127-121. Timberwolves over the Spurs, 117-110. Mavericks beat the Clippers, 144-126. Lakers won. They beat the Suns, 122-116. 102-119. Kings beat the Thunder by a score of 105-98. In the National Hockey League, it was the Sabres over the Wild of 3-2. The Flames and the Maple Leafs went into a shootout. Maple Leafs won the game 5-4. Panthers beat the Hurricanes 5-2. Devils lost. Capitals beat them 4-2. It was the Golden Knights over the Sharks 5-0, and the Flyers beat the Ducks by a score of 6-3. Cameron Smith shares a Hong Kong lead in Hong Kong. They're tied, two of them vying against each other. Alex Noren shoots a 66, takes a two-shot lead into the weekend at Bermuda, and the late birdies stake Alcar Dawson to a one-shot lead at the Schwab Cup. And I think we're going to tennis here. Emily Christine Pedersen, now she fired at 65, two-shot lead at the Annika in Florida. Was still golf. The Czech Republic has ousted the U.S. to reach the Billie Jean King Cup finals in Seville, Spain. So that was tennis. We have a match fixing probe has led to the suspension of 7 players, all from Belgium. And Michigan court filings you heard about Jim Harbaugh. Michigan has filed a court appeal to seek to block Harbaugh's suspension in the college football. College Football Playoff Management Committee has agreed upon a new model that will reward the 5 highest-ranked conference champions and the next 7 highest-ranked teams in the 12-team format that will begin next season, according to sources. That's there. That hasn't been confirmed by anybody but the sources. That's it. That's a look at sports. Sports World Roundup brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM1230 Kxo.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
And it's time for your financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. U.S. stocks ended sharply higher yesterday, more than shaking off weakness seen in the previous session in the aftermath of a poor Treasury bond auction and fresh signs that interest rates may stay higher for longer. Technology stocks drove the bounce, with the NASDAQ composite leading major indexes to the upside as it and the S&P 500 logged their highest finishes since September. Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 391.16 points, or 1.2%, to close at 34,283.10. S&P 500 ended with a gain of 67.89 points, or 1.6%, at 44,415.24. NASDAQ Composite advanced 276.66 points, or 2%, to finish at 13,798.10. Rally left the Dow with a weekly gain of 0.7%, while the S&P 500 advanced 1.3%. The NASDAQ booked a rise of 2.4%. Dow saw its highest close since September 20th. We'll take a look at your weather in just a minute.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 78 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 44. National Weather Service says dry and tranquil weather will prevail across the region into the first half of next week, with breezy conditions at times through Monday. A warming trend to temperatures above normal is expected the first half of next week as high pressure builds over the region. Unsettled weather conditions are then expected or anticipated in the region of the latter half of next week. Weather forecast for this Veterans Day Saturday. Sunny skies today. Highs right near 79. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 52. West and northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies. Highs right near 81. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Monday, mostly sunny skies. Highs right near 81. East and northeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 48 degrees, 30% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality still moderate in Nyland, still good for the rest of the region. Your financial news and weather brought to you this hour by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes as well at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Throughout the year, we have contests on Kxo AM1230. This allows you the opportunity to have some great fun and a chance to win some nice prizes. In order to allow as many people as possible a chance to win, we've established a few ground rules for on-air contests. Number 1, you must be 18 years of age or older to win. Number 2, only one winner per family per contest in any 4-week period. And number 3, copies of any of the rules and conditions for specific contests will be available at the KXO studios. Good luck, have fun, and keep listening to KXO AM 1230.
Have you checked out our website, kxoradio.com? News and information you can use, kxoradio.com. And of course, follow us on Facebook, KXO Radio Imperial Valley. Like us, follow us, we're on Facebook.
And we're coming up on 8 o'clock, CBS News at the top of the hour.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Allison Keys. President Biden marking Veterans Day this morning, attending a commemoration ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery. It honors the sacrifice of those who put our nation first. But CBS's Catherine Herridge tells us military service can be challenging for troops and their families. There are those trying to help.
The charity started by Gary Markell has sent more than 1,100 special operators and their partners on retreats designed to mend relationships damaged by the call of duty. With donors loaning their vacation homes from Aspen, Colorado, to Naples, Florida, and the Caribbean.
Now to Israel. The tens of thousands of civilians in Gaza who have been sheltering at the largest hospital are fleeing as Israel's military forces close in. Israel says it is not firing on the hospital, but is clashing with Hamas militants around it. CBS's Rami Inocencio.
Without shelter, under bombardment, the injured have fewer places for medical care. The clinic's still open, massively overcrowded. This maternity wing used to deliver 10 babies a day. In the last 24 hours, they've had 45 innocents born into war.
In London, police say they have arrested 82 people in a counter-protest to a massive pro-Palestinian march. The BBC's Graham Satchell.
As far as the eye can see, there are banners, flags and placards and people chanting Free Palestine and Ceasefire Now. Organisers say there may be more than 500,000 people here. It is the timing of this protest, coming on Remembrance Weekend, that has caused concern for some. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has called it disrespectful. Protesters I've spoken to say nothing could be more appropriate on Armistice Day than calling for a ceasefire.
CBS News has confirmed that the FBI seized electronic devices from New York City Mayor Eric Adams as part of a probe into his campaign fundraising. CBS's Michelle Miller.
It's all part of an investigation into whether Adams' 2021 campaign conspired with the Turkish government to receive foreign donations funneled through straw donors. On Friday, Adams' attorney told CBS News that the mayor has not been accused of any wrongdoing and continues to cooperate with the investigation.
Also in New York, police are becoming increasingly worried by the hostility and number of protests involving the Israel-Hamas war. Grand Central Station was briefly shut down last night during a large pro-Palestinian demonstration. Police say there are rallies being held every single day. This is CBS News.
Make the hiring process work for you. With Indeed's end-to-end hiring solution, you can attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients and have the expertise and experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
On this Veterans Day, good news for military families in Georgia.
More than 62,000 active duty service members are stationed in Georgia. The state Supreme Court now says their attorney spouses can get licensed to practice here without sitting for the bar exam.
If any group of people deserve consideration by the court, it is certainly our armed forces and their families.
University of Georgia Law Chair Emeritus Ron Carlson says this rule change will save time, money, and heartache. No more choosing between family and career.
And that alleviates the uprooting of families, which, as we know, military people often are faced with.
The change takes effect in January. Veronica Waters for CBS News, Atlanta.
In New York, surgeons have performed the world's first transplant of an entire human eye. It's an addition to a face transplant. But doctors say it's too soon to know whether Aaron James will be able to see out of the eye. He says he can't blink yet, but the eye feels good. Allison Keys, CBS News.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients and have the expertise and experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Gentlemen, I would like to introduce
George Gale.
I got style, I'm cultured, I'm sophisticated.
AM 1230 KXO.